Hey Katie, it's Courtney. A couple years ago, I saw a video on YouTube. I can't remember who it was. I wish I remembered so I can give them credit. But it was 5 cool things that they owned, and they just kind of showed random things that were in their place and kind of a story behind it and why it's cool to them. And I really liked that idea. It's always been in the back of my mind to do it. I just couldn't ever find anything, and I wanted to do like a blog post or something. But since we moved recently and I've been unboxing and rearranging and packing and all of that stuff, I found 5 things that I want to share with you and tell the little story behind them. These are not in any particular order of importance or anything, but the first thing I want to share are my 4 Mockingjay pins. These may seem simple to some people, but the story behind them is kind of the reason why I think they're really cool. One, I really enjoyed the series and I just loved the whole story behind it, and the movies were really good and everything, so that's one of the reasons why these are cool to me. But also, I got this first pin at my very first Comic-Con in 2011. My brother and I we randomly got tickets for Saturday of 2011, and we were only there for a couple of hours. We were walking around the floor, and they hand out things all the time, and this lady at the Lionsgate booth was passing out the posters, and I've heard of the Hunger Games. I think I knew it was a movie at that point, but I haven't read the book or anything, and then she just randomly gave me this first pin. It kind of jump-started me to read the books, and I got really excited and obsessed with the books and the movies. And so every year I'm like, if they're changing up the Mockingjay pin, I have to get a new one every year. So I ended up collecting all the rest of them. I have all 4 of them, and I got them all at Comic-Con. But the thing about them was they handed them out at random times, so I pretty much just circled around the Lionsgate booth because you weren't allowed to stay in one place. So I just circled around the booth all day, every day pretty much, and would just wait until they started handing them out. Then I would hurry up and get in line and hope they didn't run out by the time I got to the front. And I've had many times where the person in front of me got them up before me, and the last pin, it took me 3 days to get 2 of them because I wanted to get one for my mom. And then my brother Cody just walks up to the booth on the last day and ends up getting 4 in 20 minutes. I'm like, how is this? But I think the story behind all these pins, how I got them, and they also kind of symbol Comic-Con for me, is pretty cool. My second cool thing that I own, or that I have, is this 2010 commemorative ticket for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. As you may know, I am a gigantic Harry Potter fan. I love Harry Potter, and somehow I was able to convince my family to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter 2 weeks after it opened in July in Orlando. It was so hot, but so much fun and so exciting, and I cried of joy and excitement. And I was also able to convince my parents to take us to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter when Diagon Alley opened 2 years ago, in 2014. Yeah, 2 years ago. And so we went to that as well, and again, of course, I cried. And then today, or this weekend, it's my birthday weekend. My birthday is Sunday, and we are at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Hollywood. But aside from that, this thing is cool because it's the first time I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It's numbered, so certain amount of people have these. They're numbered. I don't know. It's just a cool memory to have, and I want to find a way to hang it up on my wall or something. For number 3, this is gonna be kind of hard to juggle, but my third cool thing I own, or I have, is all of my cameras that I've ever owned, most of them. I still have a film camera that I don't know where it is, but these are all of the cameras that I have taken photos on. Photography is a huge passion of mine. I love photography. I've been going to school for it, get better at it, and learn as much as I possibly can about it. And it's just a passion of mine that I would love to make a career of some sort in the future, I guess. I don't know. Those are all of the cameras that I've photographed on. This being the very first one, but it was like a terrible camera, but it did the job. It sparked the bug, planted the seed, planted the bug. I don't know what those things are, but it definitely triggered something, a passion inside of me, and I've just been so obsessed with it. I know, but I think these are so cool to still have. I want to eventually display them somewhere in my room or in like future home or something, because it's the journey of where I began to where I am now, and I just think that's kind of cool. The fourth cool thing that I have are a bunch of Ziploc bags. No, I'm just kidding. They are ticket stubs. I have every single movie, concert, special event, museum, whatever comes in a ticket stub that I've done since 2004. Every single one. There may be a couple missing, but for the most part I have every single one. I do a lot of things and I think they're cool things to have. They're like a story. For the most part, every single concert I remember. I have a bunch that have been signed by various people. This is Live, Lava, Live. But it's, I don't know. It's a weird thing to keep. Most people think it's just clutter and trash, but I like it. I eventually want to get like a binder or a book or something so I can kind of put them all in and maybe like write all the bands I've seen or who I was with or whatever. Some sort of more memorable things instead of just keeping them in these Ziploc bags in a photo box. I don't know. I just think they're fun to have, and I have all of them. And my last cool thing that I'm going to show you, number 5, are dresses and clothing that my grandmother made me, my dad's mom. I don't know if you know this or if I told you, but she passed away when I was 5, so I was very young. I don't have many memories of her. I think most of my memories that I actually have are stories from other people because I was really young. The story behind the dresses, I think this is what it is. I know I've been told this, so I'm not 100% sure what's real and what's not, but apparently when I was young she would always make me a dress for my birthday. So she would take me to the fabric store, we would pick out a fabric, and she would spend the day making me a dress for my party. And everyone said that I would run over, like tell everyone not to bother her so she could finish my dress. I don't have many memories with her, and I didn't get to know her that long. I at least still have a piece of her with me. If I ever have kids, I don't know if I will ever let them wear these just because I don't want them to get ruined. Like, they're the only things really that I have left of her. I hope you enjoyed this video and you thought it was fun. Maybe this gives you an idea of a video you can do sometime in the future. I will see you next week. Hope you have a great week and weekend. I will try not to drink too many butterbeers on my birthday. I will see you next week. Bye!